The pets, meet the pets, step right up and bring the pets. Bring your kitties, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the pets are really sucking the ball. Not no more, but so long. It's time, it's time. Everybody's coming back. Meet the METS Pets of New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we welcome you to Shea Stadium in New York, where tonight, the 1968 alternate universe replay of the New York Mets will start viewing on this channel, as today it will be the San Francisco Giants taking on the New York Mets here at Shea Stadium. If you've been watching, I played the first Jacob deGrom as he entered a time machine and went back to 1968, the pitch for the Mets. As tonight, I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to run the deGrom games on the channel along with this man, the franchise, Tom Seaver, as he takes on the Giants here in this replay. It's going to be an ad-stock replay, so whoever finished the year with the team, those are your rosters. And hello, Beatles internally. As tonight, it will be Seaver against Marichal, pair of two Hall of Famers. And we're going to go at it here. The schedules, I believe, are the exact schedules as the as played was. I'm not sure, to be totally honest, but I am not. Well, I use my own lineups, my own rotations. I believe that's what we're going to use there. As again, I put deGrom in the 5 spot in his rotation, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to start doing the live Seaver and deGrom games to see how they both do, and I want to see how the 68 Met team do, and see if you can get contention for the pennant with that 3-headed horse with Kuzma and such. We'll see. This is the year of the pitcher, though. Let's get to the game broadcast. So here we go. The Mets offensively, Cleon Jones in left. Boswell at second and Cranepool at first. Behind the plate is Jerry Grody, and on the mound, Tom Seaver. He's 1-0 on the early replay. His last start was a complete game, 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. He'll be taking on Marichal in this Giant lineup. Injuries are on the game since this is not as played. We want to see how injuries will use with usage. This will help them. There's some of the usage. Bonds lead off in right. Ron Hunt will bat second at second. McCovey at first. Mays in center. Jim Hart at third. Deep behind the plate. Marshall, here we go. Bobby Bonds comes up. He's going to lead off against the franchise, Tom Seaver. And so we'll get to that, Beatles. It will be the Dodgers and the Phillies, the Cardinals and the Reds, and the Cubs and the Braves. We'll get to those scores as we continue. So here we go. Tom Seaver, number 41, gets set to pitch to Bonds, and we're underway here at Shea. Seaver waits from Brody. Here's the side to Bonds. And that's going to be a 6-9 ground ball second. Boswell's got it. Goes to Cranepool for out number 1. Here is Ron Hunt. Ron Hunt, again, 222 hitter, no homers, 3 RBIs, right-handed hitter. Perplexity to get hit by a pitch. Grody's down the sign. C looks in, and the windup to Grody. To Hunt, 5-10. Pop-up behind the plate. Grody should have this one. No one's on. There's a pop-up, and makes the catch, 2 outs. So Grody throws Covey, hitting 263. 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 19 at-bats. Grody sets down the sign. Seaver looks in, and the wipe to McCovey. And that's struck him out. So Tom Seaver with a big strikeout, and the Mets and the Giants go down 1-2-3. One half inning play. Giants nothing, and the Mets coming up the bat. For the Mets, Tommy Agee will lead off, followed by Boswell at second, Jones in left. Charles is batting fourth at third, Sloboda batting fifth and right. Brody behind the plate, Cranepool at first, Harrelson at short, and batting ninth is Seaver. Giants defensively, Marshall, Mays, Bonds. Then it's Hart, Lanier, Hunt, and McCovey. Dietz behind the plate, and Marichal is your pitcher. Here's Agee hitting 182, RBI on the season, starting off slow. Dietz puts down the sign for the big Dominion dandy on the mound. He is 0-1, 3.86 ERA. He's coming off a 26-9 year, 2.42 ERA in the ear of the pitcher. Dietz puts down the sign. Marichal pitched at Agee, and that's a 2-4 ground ball to third. Hart has it. Goes across the diamond, and you get one away. So here's Kenny Boswell hitting 214, 14 at bats. Dietz sets the sign. Marichal looks in the big leg kick and pitch to Boswell. That's a fly ball to right. Bonds is there. Doesn't have to move. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Cleon Jones hitting 316. 3 homers, 4 RBIs, coming off a 2-home game in the Jacob deGrom start. Dietz puts down the sign. Marichal with the pitch. Here's the big leg kick and deals. It'll be a strikeout now. So Cleon Jones down on strike. We go to the top of the second. We are tied at 0-0, heading to the second here at Shea Stadium. Butch Haber. How you doing, Butch? Welcome to this 1968 alternate universe replay. Before people ask, what the heck are you doing? So again, if you're with us, what I'm doing, again, if you see deGrom pitch for this Met team, that's why it's an alternate universe. Kind of seeing what happened with the unbelievable deGrom card of 2021 getting put on this 1968 Met team. Again, he pitched a complete game in his first game. You know, he was a 6th lead. He was able to finish it and get the win. So Seaver will his second one. Again, I'm also doing the 86 Yankee replay, so stay tuned for either one. But here is one of the greatest players of all time. Absolutely, you can say this any argument. I don't care. The greatest living ball player of all time is coming up the bat. His name is Willie Mays, hitting 353, 17 at bats with a double. Grody sets the target. Seaver looks in and pitch to Mays. And that's going to be a 2-7, a base hit for Mays down the line. Now go to the wall. Mays will go to second on a double and stays there. So a leadoff double for Mays. Here is Jimmy Hart. Hart hitting 263, only 2 RBIs. Third baseman with power. Grody sets in the target. Seaver working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Hart. And that's going to be a 5-9. Struck him out. One away. The big strikeout for Seaver. And here's the catcher, Dickie Dietz. 231, no homers, 1 RBI. Grody puts down the sign. Seaver from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's a pitch from Seaver. And that's going to be a walk to Dietz. 2 on and 1 out. The Giants got a mounting rally. And here is Marshall hitting 200, 1 double and a ribby so far. Playing left field today. Grody puts down the sign. Seaver working from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. There's a pitch to Marshall. And that is going to be a walk to Marshall. And the Pantera theme continues. The bases loaded. 1 out for Hal Lanier. He is 7 of 14, 3 RBIs on the replay, hitting a keen 500. Right-handed hitter. Bases 1 out. Grody sets in the target. Seaver working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lanier. And that's going to be a ground to short. Harrelson, let's see if he can 2 and get him out of the inning. No, it's a G2. That's all they're going to get. So he'll get the lead off. He'll get Marshall at second. Mays scores, and the Giants lead 1-0. So first and third, 2 outs. Here is Marichal. Not a great hitting pitcher. About hit .63, 4 goals on the season. Right-handed hitting pitcher. Grody puts down the sign. Seaver from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Marichal. And that's going to be a base hit for Marichal. That's why hitters pitch hit in this league. Dietz scores. Lanier will go first to third. The Giants take a 2-0 lead on the franchise. So now here is Bobby Bonds. First and third, 2 outs. Giants now lead by 2. Grody sets in the signs. Seaver having trouble getting out of this inning. Here's the pitch to Bonds. And that's going to be a line drive in the gap for a double. Lanier will score. Marichal will go to third. It's 3-0 Giants. So Seaver getting tattooed a bit here as the Giants open up a 3-0 lead with Marichal as your pitcher, and that could be difficult to come back with. So Seaver struggling here in his second start of the year. Here is Ron Hunt. Grody sets in the target. Seaver from the stretch, second, third, 2 outs. And there's a line drive in the gap for a base hit. Marichal scores. Here comes Bonds. He scores. Hunt will go to first. And series on the edge of the ball game. The Giants have to get their bullpen up because in my alternate universe replay, if I'm playing a team, if the fatigue dot now comes up and hits Seaver, that is an automatic pull, like an inside the pitch rule. If you ever play that game, because that automatically pulls your pitcher, that's an automatic sign. You have to get your pitcher out. So Nolan Ryan is up in the New York Mets bullpen. I was thinking of using him as a closer. Does he have closer skills? No, he's pitches long relief. So Seaver is up. He's not going to be part of my rotation. So he's up and he's ready. We'll see what happens here. Grody sets the sign. Seaver Giants by 5 here in the second. And here's the pitch to McCovey. And that's going to be a base hit, McCovey, and that's all he's going to find. So Gil Hodges will come out. Unfortunately, Seaver's not going to get out of the second inning. He takes the ball from Tom, and the fans can't believe what they've seen. 5-0 Giants. Pitching change in as Nolan Ryan comes in the bullpen car. So Nolan Ryan comes in, young, wears number 30, and he is a right-hander with has some absolute smoke. 68 campaign, 6-9, 3.09 ERA, 93 hits, 134 innings. The kid has a future. Probably he has to harness his control. We'll see if Nolan can do it here. First and third, 2 outs against Mays. This is Ryan's first appearance of the season. Grody puts down the sign. Ryan from the stretch. First and third, 2 out pitch to Mays. And that's going to be a ball. Mays just reached Ryan's first pitch of the year, and it's gone. Going, gone. Goodbye. 3-run homer, Mays, and the Giants jump on the Mets. 8-0 here in the second. What a start for the Giants. Holy cow. So now here's Jim Hart. And boy, the Giants have greeted the franchise and Mr. Ryan with an oomph here in the second. So Grody goes out and talks to Ryan. Boy, Ryan looks like he wants to retire now. And Grody pats him on the back and says, "Come on, kid, we need to get through this." Grody behind the plate. Jim Hart 0 for 1. Struck out in the same inning. Giants with an 8 spot in the second. A magic 8-ball second. Grody sets in the sign. Ryan from the pitch to Hart. And that's going to be a 5-6. Struck him out, and Ryan gets a strikeout, but the Giants get 8. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 8-0 Giants. Holy cow. Jesus. You did not expect that from a pitcher's duel game. So now the Mets come in with Charles, Sloboda, and Grody. I remember doing my 80 replay, and the Expos beating me like 21-2, where they score like 11 off Ray Burris in like the first, got 11-run first inning on me. I was like, holy smokes. Well, this is an 8-run second. They got rid of Seaver in the second. And then they greet Nolan Ryan. 2 of those runs will be to his. Actually, the home run from Mays was his problem. The other 2 runs will be charged to Seaver. So 7 runs for Tom. Let's give you the line for Seaver. If you are here to see Seaver, you can leave or turn off your TVs. Seaver, an inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 7 runs all earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Ryan came in and pitched the third. So here is Ed Charles. Deeds sets the target. Charles hitting .333, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Marichal pitched to Charles, and the pitch 5-7 ground ball to short. That's Lanier. He's 219. He should play and does one away. Easy play for Lanier as McCovey makes a nice stretch. One away. Here's Ronnie Sloboda hitting 294. Nothing across on the scoreboard. Dietz sets the target. Marichal the big kick and moves to Sloboda. 1-7 and a walk. One out, walk to Ronnie. Here is Grody behind the plate. 278, two doubles, a homer, and two ribbies. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Grody. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. I think a pop up to third. Hart's there, makes a catch. Sloboda will hold. And now here's Eddie Kranepool. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. And that's going to be a pop up to third. Lanier Hart there, makes the catch and ends the second inning. Mets, no runs, a walk, and 1 man left. We played 8. The Giants say, Magic 8 Ball, who's going to win? Magic 8 Ball says, you the man. 8-0 Giants. So here we go. Be Dick Dietz, followed by Marshall and Lanier against Ryan here in the third. Brody puts down the target. Ryan's in. Here pitch to Dietz. And pitch. It's a strikeout. Go. That's his second. And Ryan seems to be a little more comfortable after throwing up that pitch to Mays. Here's Marshall. He walked his first time up. Grody sets the target. Ryan looks in. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Ryan. Strikeout number 3. So here's Hal Lanier. He hit into a force play and started this mess. You remember he had the RBI sacrifice second. Technically, he has the game-winning RBI because the Giants have not looked back yet here in the third. So Lanier comes up 0 for 1 with the B. Grody sets the target. Ryan, the windup. Here's the pitch. Lanier. A little bit on the way. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball to right. Sloboda's there. Makes the catch. And that will end it. So we go to the bottom of the third. Guess what? It's 8-0. G-Men here at the bottom of the third. So the Giants with a huge match trying to wake up here. It's going to be Harrelson, Ryan, and Agee. Mets are not going to blow off their pitching staff. So Ryan's going to bat at least once. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in and the pitch to Harrelson. And that's going to be a 1-7. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Marichal. 6 on the season. Here's Nolan Ryan. Boy, he batted 44 times, 2 RBIs, hit 114. That's why the card looks the way it does. Dietz sets in the target. Marichal looks in. Here's the pitch to Ryan. And that's a strikeout. So Ryan strikes. Ryan faces one of the greatest of all time in the Dominican Dandy. 2 outs in the third for Agee. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in, and the big windup to Tommy Agee. And that's a ground ball to third. Hart's got it. Throws across diamond through 3. Magic 8 Ball. Who's going to win this? Giants say, you're the man. We go to fourth. 8-0 Giants after a snowman. The second for the Giants. So Marichal bat. He's 1 for 1. RBI single his first time up in that second inning. Grody puts down the sign. Nolan Ryan looks in. He's a pitch to Marichal. And that's going to be a walk. There's the problem we have with Nolan. Sometimes he has that problem harnessing his fastball and curve. Here's Bonds. He has grounded out and doubled and run. Grody sets in the target. Ryan working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bonds. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Boswell is capable. Let's see if he makes the play. That's a fielder's choice, and does. Boswell had a hard time getting the ball out of the glove. Pitches to Harrelson, and Marichal came in tough. So Bonds will be at first with 1 out. Now with an 8-run lead to the Giants, send Bonds. That will be interesting. Ron Hunt, 1 for 2, knocked in 2 with a single in that second inning. Grody puts down the sign. Ryan from the stretch. Let's see what they do here. There's the pitch to Hunt. Not going. And it's going to be a walk, and there's a second walk. All of a sudden, Ryan's starting to lose some of it. First and second, 1 out here in the fourth. And here's Willie McCovey. 1 for 2, single back in that long second inning with Mays on deck. Grody puts down the sign. McCovey was the batter Seaver faced. Ryan from the stretch. First and second, 1 out, and the pitch to McCovey. And that's a ground ball to second. Let's see if Boswell can turn 2. Nope, he's going to get the fielder's choice again. So Boswell had a turn to go to Harrelson. Bonds heads to third, and then leave it open for Mays. Ooh, it was like a good bowler leaving an open frame for Mays here. Mays has doubled in the second and a long 3-run homer in the second, so he had 2 big hits for 6 bases then. So here's Mays' chance. First and third, 2 out. Ryan, see if he can get the best of the Say Hey Kid. Grody sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Here's the pitch to Ryan. And that's going to be a single base hit for Mays. Bond scores. McCovey will stop at second. And another RBI for the Say Hey Kid. 9-0 Giants. So here's Jim Hart. Hart, the batter, first and second, 2 out. Hart has struck out twice, both in the second inning against 2 different pitchers. Grody puts down the sign. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hart. And that's a strikeout for Ryan. So Ryan gets Hart again. The Giants and 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 9-0 Giants. Boswell followed by Jones and Charles for the Mets here in the fourth. So Juan Marshall comes in. He's a righty, 1L, so he's about average to both lefties and righties. He gives up 21 home runs on the season. He doesn't give up a ton of hits, but he gives up that 410, which could be a long ball. So he has to kind of be careful to avoid those bullets on his card. Otherwise, it's a solid-looking 68 advance card. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in the Boswell and the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Lanier's got it. Good play. Throws in McCovey for the first out. Here's Cleon Jones. He struck out his first time up. Dietz sets in the target. Marichal looks in and the pitch to Cleon Jones. And that will be a ground ball to short. Lanier's a 219. Let's see if he fields it. He does. He throws. Got him. Second out. So Cleon Jones out by a step. And here's the third baseman, Eddie Charles, with 2 outs. Charles 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Dietz sets in the target. Marichal nods in the big delivery to Charles. And that's going to be a base hit, the first hit of the ball game for the Mets. I was waiting for that first hit. And now the fans are starting to disperse Shea Stadium as they're wondering if Dominican Danny was going to no-hit our beloved Mets. But Charles has the first hit. So now here's Ron Sloboda. Let's see if the Mets can do something. 2 outs here in the fourth. Dietz puts down the sign. Marichal from the stretch. Here's to Sloboda. And that's going to be a struck him out. Marichal with another K. Mets done in the fourth. Giants all over Mets. 9-0. Top of the fifth. Dietz, Marichal, and Lanier to bat here in the fifth. So here we go. Dietz followed by Marshall and Lanier in the fifth. Grody sets in the target. Ryan looks in. Here's Dietz. And that's going to be a 1-7 base hit. So Dietz gets it through the left side. That's a base pass. Harrelson. Oh, no, it was an out. Oh, it was a 9. Oh, single 1-7. So Harrelson with a nice play. Nice job, Harrelson. He went to his right with it and made a nice diving catch. 1 out here in the fifth. Here's Marshall, 0 for 1 with a walk. Grody sets down the target. Ryan looks in and the pitch to Marshall. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Boswell's got it. Goes to first for the second out. And now here's Lanier, 0 for 2 with a walk. Grody sets in the target. Ryan looks in, and here's the pitch to Lanier. 4, and it's a walk. For Ryan, that's his third walk. And now here's Marichal, 1 for 1 with an RBI. 2 outs in the fifth. Giants lead by 9, now hitting the Mets 7-1. Grody sets the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Marichal, and that's going to be a walk. And again, that's the fourth walk of the game for Ryan. 2 on, 2 outs here in the fifth for Bonds. So Bonds 1 for 3 of the double. Meant bullpens have to scamper a little bit. Ryan's fatigue is about to go on him. Grody sets in the target. Ryan working for the stretch. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch to Bonds, and that's going to be a base hit, I believe. No! Oh, what a play. Holy cow. Single 1-12. Shot to 17, and again, a nice stab by Harrelson. But the Giants don't score. They stand 2. We go to the bottom fifth. It's 9-0 Giants. So the Giants laying it on the Mets so far here as we're replaying the 1960 1968 alternate universe. So Tom Seaver made the start today. We'll be playing the Seaver and a guy making his rookie debut with the Mets in 1968, the 2021 Stratomatic card of Jacob deGrom. Made his first start and won in Houston the other night. And that game is on the channel. Please watch that. A lot of drama for Jacob. Last of the fifth, at 9-0 Giants. It's been all Giants here. Scoreboard time. Astros and Pirates, no score. Freddie Rivers. Actually, 1968, that's probably at Forbes. Dodgers and Phillies, 4-2 Phillies. And that is going and then that might be, and again, that might be at Connie Mack in 68. Cardinals over the Reds, 6-0. That's probably at Crosley in 68. And in Atlanta, the Cubs and Braves are still no score. So Grody to back. Dietz puts down the target. Marichal pitch. Here's a pitch to Grody. And that's going to be a single to left field for Jerry Grody, a base hit. That's his second. He gets on. Here's Cranepool. Marichal probably with 326 innings is a 9. So you're not going to get him out of the game unless you get to him in the ninth. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Nobody out, one man on. Here's a Cranepool. And that's a blown drive to right field. That should be trouble. Mays is back. He's going to run out of room. It's gone. Eddie Cranepool. Going, gone, goodbye. So the Mets get on the board. A 2-run homer for Cranepool. And here's Bud Harrelson. So it looks like maybe back for Ryan next as the Mets kind of crawl back into this. Dietz sets the target now. Marichal pitches to Harrelson and the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. Marichal there looking. He makes the play one away. And now here's Ryan. He may get back for here. He has done the best he can. So let's see who the Mets will stick with. How about Al Weiss? So he had 274 bats. Let's get him in the back here. Weiss on the season, his first at bat. Let's see what Al can do. Dietz puts out a sign. Marichal from the windup. Here's the pitch to Weiss. And that's going to be a strikeout for Weiss. 2 outs here in the fifth. Here's AG. He's 0 for 2. Dietz sets in the sign for him. Marichal looks in the big hurling right-handed AG. 6-5 fly ball to center. Mays is there. Makes the catch. Mets get 2 back on a long home run by Eddie Cranepool. It's 9-2 Giants. See who the Mets can bring in out of their bullpen. I'm guessing they're going to go probably get 3 out of them. Will be Kuntz. So Kuntz will be the new pitcher. He's a right-hander. And he's a 3R. So again, he specifies, but again, better against right-handed pitching. Kuntz is 2-0 coming out of the bullpen for the Giants. 5 innings, no hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So he's been a vulture of Phil Regan getting those wins when the Mets come back. So maybe he's in there to get the Mets' comeback. Down 7, we enter the top of the 6th. Grody puts down the sign. Kuntz looks in. Here's the pitch to Hunt. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Boswell's got it. Flips it to Cranepool for the first out. Here's Willie McCovey. He's 1 for 3 with the run scored. Grody puts down the sign for him. Kuntz looks in. Gets the sign. Here is the pitch to McCovey. And that's going to be a 4-9 and a walk. So McCovey draws the walk. Met pitchers do not do so well with walks today. Nolan Ryan's numbers, in case you're at home scoring, bless you if you are, 3 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and gave up the first pitch home run to Willie Mays in that second inning. And here is Mr. Mays, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, double and home run in the second, a single and an RBI in the fourth. Grody sets Kuntz from the stretch. Here's pitch to Mays. And it's going to be a strike. Him out. So it got Mays on the inside corner looking. 2 outs, and here is Jimmy Hart. Hart has struck out 3 times, 2 different pitchers. Seaver once in the second, Ryan in the second, then Ryan again in the fourth. Grody sets the target. Kuntz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jim Hart. And that is going to be a fly ball to left. Jones is there. Makes the catch, and McCovey is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-2 Giants. Boswell, Jones, and Charles for the Mets. So again, Juan Marshall coming out his sixth inning of work. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in. Here's the pitch to Boswell. And that is a fly ball to center. Mays is there. Camps under it. Makes the catch for out number one. Here is Cleon Jones 0 for 2. Dietz sets the target. Marichal to wind up and pitch to Cleon Jones. It's single left field for Cleon Jones. He's 1 for 3. Good speed. He can get a good jump here, but he's still down 7 with 1 out in the 6th. So here is Eddie Charles. He's 1 for 2. Dietz sets the target. Marichal working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-9 fly ball center. Mays is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Ronnie Sloboda. He's 0 for 1 and a walk. Dietz sets in the target. Marichal looks in, runner on first, and 2 outs. Pitches Sloboda. 2-9, deep drive left field. Marshall back, makes the catch. Sloboda gets all of it, but not enough. We played 6. It is 9-2 Giants. We head to the 7th, and again we go to our scoreboard here at Shea Stadium. Thank you for those who still are tuning in after this onslaught. At Forbes, Pirates lead the Astros 2-0. It is the Phillies leading the Dodgers 6-3. I believe that is at Connie Mack. The Cardinals now drubbing the Reds and Crosley 9-1. And the Cubs lead the Braves by a score of 2-0. Top of the 7th, nobody out. 1968 alternate universe New York Met replay. Stay tuned for the New York Yankee replay. Either that will be played on live tonight, or we'll get you on tape delay. It's still early. Dinner in, come back off tonight. May get Yankees and Indians. It's a Friday night game from the stadium. Brody sets in the target. Kuntz looks in, and the pitch to Dietz. And that is a ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it, goes to first, and Kuntz keeps it up. Pitching well here for the Mets. Mets have a deep bullpen. They're strong. And besides that 8th spot, the snowman spot the Giants put on in the 2nd, that shocked on me. I wasn't sure how good this Giant team is. But boy, they don't play golf real early in the evening. Brody sets in the target. Kuntz looks in 1/7. Marshall pitch. 4-5 fly ball to the left. Jones is there. He should make the catch. He comes in and is 1 away. We're 1 out from having our very first sponsor here at the Sports Time. Please stay tuned. Brody puts down the sign. Kuntz looks in for the windup. Here's the pitch to Linger. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. H is there. He's going to come in, and he does. That's it. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, it is Giants 9 and the Mets 2. As we go to the last of the 7th inning stretch, this 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Taco Bell, as it is home of the Chalupa. Great place to eat after the game. So bring your ticket stub in, and you get the best prices even in 1968. I'm only kidding, but it's to order dinner after our game. So again, this has been a Taco Bell 7th inning stretch with the score Giants 9 and the Mets 2. Hold on one moment, please.
Yeah.
If you listen to what I just did, yes.
What you just did.
Let's do it again so my wife can hear me. This 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Taco Bell, home of the Chula. Great place to eat afterwards, a great place to order from. So as the Mets back here in the bottom of the 7th, it's Grody, Cranepole, and Harrelson the bat for the Mets, as the Mets trying to get back in this game. Dietz puts down the sign. Marichal working in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Grody. And, of course, 4-8, a single center field. So the Mets trying to spoil my dinner plans. Grody with a single, but we're down 7. Here's Cranepole. He had a big 2-run bomb back in the 5th. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in, and the pitch to Cranepole. Let's see what Eddie does. 6-11, grab all the Marichal. He's a 227. This could be a little bit troublesome. He's got it going to play, and he gets a play to first. He bottled it. Only play he had the first as Grody will move to second with 1 out. Here is Bud Harrelson. He's 0 for 2. So 0 for 2 for Bud. He has struck out and flied out. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch of 1/7. Here's the pitch to Bud. And that'll be a single for Bud Harrelson. Grody will go to third. He has limited speed, so he'll hold there as Bonds gets it in. First and third one out. The Mets trying to make this a game. So the Mets will go to their bench. They got to get something going here. They got something. Let's see who they have on the bench who can maybe have some power. Ooh, 345 at bats, and why are you not in my game? Okay, we'll bring in Art Shamsky. He's trying to get the Mets close here. So Shamsky will bat. He's got power. His first at bat this year, 345 at bats, 14 doubles, 4 triples, 12 home runs. Not much of an average, but this will do. First and third, if he can get one here, he'll get the Mets within a slam. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a strikeout out. Marichal says no. 2 away. Here's AG. AG is 0 for 3. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to AG. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Bonds is there. Makes the catch. And we played 7. 9-2 Giants in the 8th. Let's see the Mets we're going to do here. And let's see, do they? No, he's got a waste. He can't do nothing. Al Jackson will come in. So he's a 93 inning pitcher type. So he'll come in and be my new pitcher. So Jackson will come in. Let's go and get him in the 9th spot. And here we go. So, and Al Jackson, his first appearance of the year, 3.68 ERA during the 68 season, 3.73 save. Mets deep bullpen. They're being used today, unfortunately. Marichal, that's in the 8th. Giants 9-7-0. Mets 2 runs on 6 hits. There we go. 8th inning from the ballpark. Grody sets the target. Jackson from the the pitch to Marichal. And that is going to be a fly ball right field. Sloboda's there. 1 away. And here's Bonds. 1 for 4 with a double with all these scoring. Bonds left out of here. He doubled back in the 2nd. So Bonds the bat, Grody behind the plate, sets the target. Jackson the left-hander, and the pitch to Bonds. And that's going to be a walk. So Bonds walks. Again, the Mets just walking too many guys today. Here's Ron Hunt, 1 for 3, singled in 2 runs in that fateful 2nd inning of the Snowman. Grody puts down the sign. It's going to be called the San Francisco Blizzard of 1968. Jackson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hunt. And that's going to be a strikeout out for Jackson. Got Hunt looking. 2 outs in the 8th. Here's McCovey. 1 for 3 of the runs scored. Still's got a lot of power, Willie. He does against the lefties. Grody sets the target. Jackson lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch to Stretch. And Stretch. Oh, he just missed it. Boswell got it. Goes to first. And now Jackson caught a break. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Giants lead 9-2. Jones and Charles, the bat here for the Mets here in the 8th inning, folks. Welcome to those who still are here. And here is Boswell. He'll be followed by Jones and Charles. Dietz sets the target. Marichal looks in, and the wipe to Boswell. 3-7 out, base hit. He gets it through. So Boswell 1 for 4. And now they match the Giants in hits by 7. Here's Cleon. He's 1 for 3. Jones sets in the target. Marichal working from the stretch. Doesn't look like he's lost anything. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. And that's a single to right field. Boswell will stop at second. Not good enough numbers to try Mays on. The Giants' arms have -3s in center and right. Marshall's an even in left. I kind of like to call it my Squid Game outfield ratings of the day. First and second, no outs. Ed Charles the batter, 1 for 3, single back in the 4th. Dietz puts down the sign, and people think it's politically incorrect. I'm sorry. It's a great miniseries, my favorites. Watch it. It's just unbelievable. Marichal the bat, first and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to and that's a line drive that Lanier, 1 away here in the 8th. So now here's Sloboda. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Pitch to Sloboda. Gone, son of a gun. Mays back, way back, going, gone, goodbye, and it's 9-5. Oh, how come I knew that was gonna happen? So it's 9-5, 1 out. Dietz puts down sign. Marichal still in this game. Here's a pitch to Grody, and that's going to be a base hit. Jesus, Grody with a base hit. Mets making a run at this. Down 4 with 1 out in the 8th. Dietz sets the target. Marichal working from the stretch. Come on, Marichal, get me out of this. Pitch to Kranepool, and that's a base hit for Kranepool. Mets all of a sudden now put the tying run on the on-deck circle. Here's Bud Harrelson, 1 for 3. Can the Mets make a comeback? Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the pitch to Harrelson, and that's going to be a single to right field for Harrelson. The Mets bring the tying run to the plate. They're going to hold Kranepool at second, and the Mets bring the tying runner up. It's 9-6. And they're going to have to bat for Jackson here. So probably Ron Taylor will come in, and they're going to keep it close. Now they need someone who can hit a bomb here and tie this, heaven forbid. And they'll go with Stahl here. He had 3. Stahl will bat, and he's had 1 at bat this year, and it was a hit, so he's 1 for 1. First and second, 1 out in the 8th. 9-6 Giants. Mets bring the tying run to the plate. Dietz puts down the sign. Marichal still not yet tired from the stretch. And that's going to be a ground first. McCovey's turns around, goes to second, gets the force, and that's first and third, 2 outs. And now Tommy Agee with power, only 5 home runs in 68, gets a chance to tie it. Dietz puts down the sign, gets ready for him. Marichal from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Big pitch of the ball game right now. That's a line drive that hard. Ends the inning. 9-6 Giants. We head to the 9th. Taylor will come in, hopefully quickly, and get loose and get going. So Taylor comes in. He is no record, 1 save, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. So Grody comes in. Taylor to Mays. Mays is 3 for 4 with a run. Here's a pitch to say he gets like 5-ball right field. Sloboda's a 4-9 and drops in front of Sloboda. Oh, does he? I think he gets Mays coming over. He throws behind him, gets him behind him. How about that? They got him. Mays turned the corner around first. Sloboda went back, and Kranepool applied the tag. Rare play, Stratomatic got Willie Mays going off first too much. So here's Jimmy Hart. He's 0 for 4. Grody sets in the target. Taylor with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 6-3 ground ball first. Kranepool's got it. And that's 2 outs in the 9th. So Dietz 0 for 3 of the run scored. Grody sets in the target. Ron Taylor and the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-8. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-6 Giants. Boswell, Jones, and Charles against Marichal. Now, this is probably his inning of the week. Dietz sets the target. Marichal with the windup. Here's the pitch to Boswell, bottom of the 9th. Single for Boswell. Mets still alive. Base hit number 13. Cleon Jones, 2 for 3, 2 for 4 runs scored. Dietz sets the target. Marichal from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. And the Giants will go to chains and fill in the former Yank. 1 save on the year, 2 innings, and 1 hit. So new catcher is Barton. He sets the target for Lindsey. Linz looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. And that's going to be a walk. Minus 2 on. Tying runner to the plate. And it's Ed Charles. Can the Mets pull off a miracle down 9-0? Barton puts down the sign. Lindsey from the stretch. 2 on and 1 out. And that's going to be a base hit for Charles. Boswell scores. 9-7 Giants. Jones at third, Charles at first, Sloboda with a chance to go ahead and winning run. Barton sets the target. Lindsey now from the stretch, first and third, no out. Pitch to Sloboda, and that's a 1-down walk. Barton goes out, tries to calm down Lindsey. Lindsey from the stretch, you can see an implosion on this giant bull. Here's the pitch to Grody, and that's a pop to short. Lanier will make this catch, and there's 1 away. So now here's Kranepool, 2 for 4. He had a home run, and that was on a 10% chance. Let's see if he can find one. There's nothing on Lindsey's card. He's going to have to generate his own power. Barton behind the plate. Lindsey from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. And a 3-6 and a base hit. This will tie the game at 9. Holy cow, Sloboda the third, great ball at first. Mets have come all the way back from 9, it's 9-9. Here's Harrelson, 2 for 4 with the RBI. Lindsay has blown the save. Barton now has to calm down Lindsay. Lindsay now first in third, 1 out. Harrelson a chance to win it. And the pitch. And that's going to be a catch. Will this be a way to end it? Barton, can he make the play? That could be a pass ball or pop-up. Make the catch, or is the game over? Here comes Sloboda. Scores! They win on a pass ball. The Mets come back from 9 down and win it 10-9. 4 in the 8th and 4 in the 9th. So Tom Seaver gets bailed out. Ron Taylor will vulture this win. The loss will go to Lindsay and the blown save. Mets 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Giants 9 runs, 8 hits. And that's a final, folks, here at Shea. Thank you, folks, for coming in. Those who watch. Oh my God, what a game. The Mets come all the way back and win this. Have a good night, everybody. Watch this. Please share it. What an amazing comeback. We'll see it all again later on for a Yankee game. But boy, ending here at Shea.